Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my review and first impression try on of the new Fenty Beauty by Rihanna makeup line. I was super excited for this to come out. I did pick up a few of the products from the line. I went to Sephora 2 days ago and picked it up. I think it was like the day after it launched. I was super surprised that they had everything left in stock and that everything was in stock on the Sephora website as well, because I honestly thought that this was going to sell out really quickly. So I'm happy that I was able to get a few of the things. So yeah, if you guys want to see what my first initial impression is on a few of the products that I got, then just keep watching. So I don't think I've ever filmed a foundation try on, like review first impression. So I really wanted to try the foundation on, see how I felt about it, like first initial impression. And then I wanted to do like a wear test and do check-ins throughout the day. But it is 4:30 and I had a lot of technical difficulties setting up to film this video today. I really wanted to start it a lot earlier, obviously, but I'm not getting a chance to do this till kind of late in the day. So I'm going to put the foundation on and then, I don't know, it'll just have to be a really late check-in, I guess. So that's the best I'm gonna be able to do. This is probably a horrible time to do a foundation review because my skin is not looking its best. It's that time of the month, so please disregard that. I am more of an oily skin type. My skin isn't like really super oily, just mainly in my T-zone. But I have absolutely no dryness to my face at all, so it's more on the oily side. I did not buy the primer. I'm kind of more pickier with primers, especially since my skin is more oily, so I kind of like to stick to what I'm used to and what I like, so I didn't even bother getting the primer. I did hear later on after I went to Sephora that it's more of a matte primer, which I happen to like, so maybe I'll end up getting it, I don't know. So normally when I prep my skin, I will use the Nivea Post Men's Shave Balm. I cannot find mine anywhere and I'm really pissed, so I'm going to have to do without that. All I have on my skin right now is a little bit of moisturizer, and after I go in with the Post Men Shave Balm, I use the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer, and this is the smoothing one. I do have some pores on my cheeks here and on my nose, so I like to use this to fill those in. Also, if it's not obvious already, I do self-tan. I don't self-tan my face, so that is why my face is quite a bit of a different color than the rest of my body, so just keep that in mind. So yeah, I'm going to start with this smoothing primer first. So as for the foundation itself, I really had no idea what shade to get. I did watch a bunch of videos and I kind of just guessed at what shade to use. When I went into the Sephora, it was kind of crowded and I didn't really feel like sitting there and swatching a million foundations, and there were a million people like crowding around the section. So I just went with 290. Like I said, I am self-tanned right now, so this is going to be a little bit on the darker side. If anything, I'm hoping it does match though. This is actually what I was the most excited about. I feel like when it comes to foundations, I'm always looking for really good ones, and I always get really excited when I do find ones that I love. This is what the outer packaging looks like. It's a really cool, like black and white, almost like a spray paint effect. I don't know, it's very like edgy and like almost grungy, which I feel like is so Rihanna, and I really do like the packaging. But then when I opened up and found the foundation bottle, it looked nothing like I thought it would based on what the outer packaging looks like. But nonetheless, it's very sleek. It has a really nice, like, what is this called? Frosted bottle with a white top, and I love that it has a cap. That is a huge plus for me. I can't stand when foundations don't have a pump, so that was a huge plus. This foundation says that it's medium to full coverage and it's long wearing and very light. So really excited to try this. Like I said, I got shade 290 and it says to shake well before you apply it. And I did not get the foundation brush or this sponge. I felt like it wasn't really necessary. I use a Morphe G36 brush usually to apply my foundation, or I will use the Morphe sponge or a beauty blender. So I didn't really feel like getting either of those was necessary. So I feel like what people typically do is apply half with a sponge or a beauty blender and then the other half with a brush. So I think that is what I'm going to go with. So I'm going to squirt a little bit. I don't know how many pumps I'm gonna need, but it's not coming out. I'm gonna put a little bit on my sponge. Oh my God, wow. It's very, very liquidy. I'm definitely more used to more thicker foundations. This seems very like a runny, not really used to that, but yeah, I'm going to apply, I guess, this side of my face with, actually I'm gonna do this side of my face with the sponge. So let's see how that goes. The shade, I think, is going to be okay. I was like super afraid it was going to be way too dark. I mean, obviously it looks crazy in comparison to what my face looks like just because it's so light, but I think it's going to be okay. I feel like that went on really nicely. I did hear a lot of people say that it wasn't very full coverage and that they needed a lot of product to be able to get any type of coverage. And I was a little afraid of that because I like more of a fuller coverage foundation. But honestly, I'm like really impressed with it. I think it looks really nice. It almost completely covered up that huge zit that I have there on my cheek. And I feel like it looks really beautiful. Like it almost, I feel like you can barely see any of my pores on my cheek here, which you can usually see very well. I did use, I think, 3 or 4 pumps in total, but I really do like it. I think it's a pretty good match, so I'm really happy with this shade. Now I'm going to do the other side of my face with the brush. So that is the other half. I'm really happy with the color, I have to say. Usually when I like totally guess on the foundation shades, I usually get it kind of wrong. I usually end up getting it a little bit darker, but I really do like this shade a lot. I really like how it applied with the brush as well. I don't really know if I have a preference on what I like better, to be honest. I feel like it went on nice both ways. Normally I do prefer a brush just because I feel like it goes on a little bit more of a fuller coverage when you use a brush, because I just feel like sometimes a sponge can absorb a lot of the product. I mean, it looks beautiful on both sides and I'm really happy with it. So it feels great on my skin. It does not feel heavy at all. So I feel like it takes a lot for me to find foundations that I really, really love. And honestly, first impressions of this, I really like it a lot. And it definitely looks matte, and it feels like it dried down a lot, almost to the point where I don't feel like I have to really set it, to be honest. I did hear that it does oxidize quite a bit, so I'm a little nervous to see how that is gonna turn out, because I feel like this color right now is like perfect. What do you guys think? I really do like it. So I already have my eye makeup kind of almost done. I'm going to do my concealer and powder and everything. I did not get any of the stick concealer or stick highlighters just because I honestly didn't want to buy a ton of stuff just for the sake of the video. I just wanted to get stuff that I really truly thought that I would get use out of and that I would genuinely wear all the time. I don't really cream contour, to be honest, and the concealer sticks, I feel like I'm very picky when it comes to concealer just because I find that a lot of them crease on me. So I didn't really want to spend money on a concealer stick that I probably won't really like a lot. So I'm going to do my regular concealer and everything, and I will be right back. So I applied my concealer, I set that, and I was just about to set the rest of my face with a regular powder. But I did get the INVISIMATTE blotting powder, and initially I thought that this was just a like compact powder that you would carry in your bag and just use to blot throughout the day. I do tend to get oily in my T-zone throughout the day, so I was super excited to see that she came out with a blotting product. But I saw in some people's videos that they use this to set their foundation initially, so I'm going to use this to set my face. It's a really cute compact. Definitely a lot different. It comes on like a slant here, and you open it up It has a nice little mirror on the inside, a cute little sponge, which I probably will not use, to be honest. And yeah, this is what it looks like. So I'm just gonna take some on my brush. It looks very white. Hopefully it comes on translucent. It looks really nice. Like I said before, when I put on the foundation, my skin felt like it dried very matte and very almost to the point where I didn't even feel like I needed to set it with a powder, because it just felt so, I can't even think of what the word is, but it just felt very matte and very nice, where you almost wouldn't need to set it with a powder. But just for the sake of the video, I'm going to set it regardless. But it feels really nice. Hopefully there's no flashback on it. But yeah, it feels really nice, and I feel like my skin literally looks flawless right now. And I don't really feel like the foundation has oxidized too much, but I'm like really very super impressed. I love it. I really feel like my skin looks absolutely perfect right now. Okay, so I'm going to do my regular contour routine off camera, and then I will come back and we are going to test out the highlighters. So I did my contour and blush, and then I put on a lip just because I felt like I look weird on camera without any lip products on. I don't know, I feel like I kind of look like washed out. So I put lips on, contour, blush, and I also forgot to mention that I also did pick up this little mini brush that correlates with the blotting powder. This is called the Portable Touch-Up Brush, and I was really super intrigued by this little brush. I do like to carry blotting products in my purse with me just so I can touch up throughout the day, and I just thought I would get the brush that goes with it because this is like really cool to me. But is magnetic and it sticks together like that, and I thought that was super cool. I mean, I don't know how well it would stay together in my bag, but I thought that was cool. This is what the little brush looks like. Open it up, and this just comes down, and it's just a really cute, dense little brush, and it has like a little bit of an angle on it, so just use that to dip into the product and touch up wherever you need to. When I do my check-in in a few hours, I will use this product to blot with, and we'll see how it really does work. So just wanted to mention that. And then the last two things that I purchased from the collection are one of the highlighter duos, and then I also got the highlighting brush that I was super, super excited to try out. So the highlighter that I picked up is one of the Killawatt highlighters, and this is in Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal, and I will show you guys a close-up of this. Honestly, this is so beautiful. I know a lot of people were really into Trophy Wife, and I'm not really that into the yellow gold highlights. I don't think that that would look good on me at all. I don't even like how like yellow gold eyeshadow looks on me, so I was definitely more into this one because this is definitely more of like a light champagne gold, which is what I love. So really gorgeous. I'm gonna show you guys swatches of this up close. I don't know if you guys can really see that, but honestly, it's so gorgeous. I don't know which color is which, to be honest. I think Fire Crystal is the lighter one, and that's the one I really like the most. So yeah, let's try this on. So I also got the brush, and this I was especially excited about just because I feel like there are no brushes like this out there. It's specially designed for highlighting on your cheeks, and I'll show you. Let me show you guys what it looks like first. This is what it looks like, that really pretty like blush pink packaging, and it's a, whoop, oh my god, I almost dropped it. And this is the 120 highlight brush, and it has like a little cover on it, and that is what it looks like. Really gorgeous pink synthetic bristles, super, super soft for being synthetic, like really super soft. And it has this like little like indent here on the side that's supposed to fit perfectly on your cheek when you apply your highlight. So I'm going to try, I think I'm gonna try Fire Crystal on one cheek and then the other highlighter on the other cheek. I guess that makes sense. So I'm more excited for Fire Crystal, so I'm going to try that first, and I'm going to apply it the way that they show to apply it. Wow. It's a little thicker than I would have liked. Maybe I should have held my brush that way, but holy crap. Definitely highlighting that huge blemish on my cheek, but whatever. Wow, that's really gorgeous. And this is definitely the type of color highlight that I like. More of that like lighter champagne gold. It almost looks like it has a little bit of like pink in it too. Wow, it's really gorgeous, and holy crap, super blinding. When I do the other side, maybe I'll hold my brush a little bit differently so that it's not like such a thick line. When I do my highlight, I don't really have it this thick. So let's see what the other side looks like. They're really pigmented and it comes up really well on my brush, so. This one's a little bit more subtle, but definitely you can still see it. That's really gorgeous too. I feel like this one's more of like a gold, like a more of like a true champagne gold, as opposed to the other side having a little bit more like pink in it. But I think that looks really pretty. This definitely, I probably should use the brush on the skinnier side so it doesn't come up as such a thick like line, but I really like it. The highlight itself, they're super pigmented, really buttery, not chalky like a lot of highlighters sometimes tend to be. So yeah, that is everything that I got from the collection. I'm just going to chill out a little bit and hang around. And in a few hours, I'm going to do a check-in to let you guys know how the foundation is upholding and what it looks like on me. And hopefully in a few hours, I'll have to blot by then so we could test out the blotting powder with the brush. So yeah, I will see you guys in a few hours. Hey guys, so it's been about 3.5 hours since I initially applied the foundation. My skin actually is looking a lot better than I thought it would be. Usually at this point is where I really feel like I need to blot, and I really feel like my skin gets very oily. So it is a lot less oily than it normally is at this time. So that's definitely a good thing. I'll probably do one more check-in in maybe like another 3 hours just because it's getting a little bit late, but I just want to show you guys what it looks like at this point, and it's holding up pretty well, I have to say. So I will be back in another 3 hours. Hey guys, so it has been about 6 hours since I filmed my video and applied this foundation. And about 3 hours ago, you guys could see that my skin was starting to get a little bit oily, but not like horribly. But I'm trying to do this in like a lighting where you guys can actually like see what my skin looks like. But I definitely am starting to get a lot more oily right now, especially like right around my nose right here, definitely right here on my forehead, and like right here, my cheeks even do too. So I am going to try out the INVISIMATTE powder and then the brush that goes with it. And I'm really sorry if this lighting isn't the greatest. I tried to get it in like not that bright of lighting where you guys can actually see what my skin looks like. So this is the cute little brush, and this is the little compact. So I'm just going to my nose even looks really shiny too. Well, that definitely worked. That was pretty easy. I feel like it definitely mattified everything like right away, and I definitely don't look as shiny as I did a few seconds ago. But as far as the foundation wearing on my face, I don't think that it has really come off at all. I feel like a lot of the times with foundations throughout the day, I do start to lose it on my nose. My nose just gets like super oily for whatever reason, and foundation just never stays on my nose. So it actually has held up really well on my nose. I don't notice any patchiness or any areas where it is broken apart or anything on my face. So yeah, I really am very impressed with this foundation. I really do like it, and besides the little bit of oiliness that I got, this foundation is actually like perfect. I feel like it's pretty inevitable for me to find a foundation that is not going to allow me to get oily throughout the day. That's just how my skin is, so there's really nothing I can do about that. But I really do like this. It's super cute. I think that's really awesome and compact and really neat to just carry around in my bag. So I can use this to blot with. So yeah, that is my review. I hope you guys enjoyed my video review on it. Let me know if you have any questions on anything. Now I'm going to take my makeup off and probably go to bed soon. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next one.